It's Barry Moore on every social media platform. And yes, on our first segment of the day, this one is something special for the Form 4 leavers. So if you're a Form 4 leaver and you're watching right now, or you're a parent and you have a daughter or a son who's a Form 4 leaver, this interview is specially for you. So I have guys from IYF, which is the International Youth Fellowship, with the founder. The founder is somewhere from South Korea, but I have guests, I have representative of IYF in studio with me. They're going to be shedding more light on this. Y254 channel on Twitter, Y254_ channel on Instagram, and Y254 on Facebook is the way to interact with us. Or you can hit me up directly at It's Barry Moore. So I'll head straight to introducing my guests. So we have June, who's all the way from South Korea, Karibu sana. And we have Evans Mutiga, all the way from Nairobi County. Yes. So Mutiga is the administrator of IYF in Kenya and a mind education specialist and a lecturer. Yes. All right, karibuni sana. So if I missed anything, June, yes. You can say it on camera while you introduce yourself.
My Jinaranguni June, and nimetoka South Korea. And I came to Kenya this year, April, and I will go back to South Korea next year, January. But when I came to Kenya, I think maybe Africa is not developed. Street have animals and also lions, and also very hot. But when I came to Kenya, very cold.
Very cold.
Also today is raining. It's cold, and I can see Africa as Kenya is very developed. Yes, so
and we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, I can change my mind.
So you changed your mind right after you stepped in.
Yeah, I will tell to my friend. All my friends, they think Africa just lion is
in the street,
zebra.
All right. But you're spreading the message that Africa is a special place. As much as we have a national park within Nairobi, we still organize ourselves in different ways. But that is not the reason you're here. You're here for the IYF Form 4 Leavers Camp as well.
Yes.
As much as you came here in April for IYF, there's an event you guys have, the Form 4 Leavers Camp.
Yes.
We are going to be talking about this, but I'd like to understand, what is the mandate first of IYF as an organization?
So IYF is the International Youth Fellowship. It's an NGO. In Kenya, we are registered under the NGO board. Our main focus is the leadership training. So in leadership, there are so many components that we have to mold them together to come up with a awesome leader. So IYF uses this attribute to teach leadership. The first pillar of leadership is culture. Because so many people, they have misconception about culture. Not because they know, but because they don't know. So when you heard maybe from some places, you heard South Korea, they hit dogs, you heard some places they hit this, but it's not confirmed. You don't know very clearly. So people, they cannot accept what is different just because they don't know. So we use culture as a way to teach leadership. So in IYF, we have an overseas volunteer program where we train and also send the volunteers to other countries for 11 months and also for 1 year. As they go and stay in that country, they learn culture. As they learn culture, now they're able to receive people with different ideas, different background. This is one pillar of leadership.
So global exposure is also one thing that is very important at IYF.
Sure.
As much as you instill Christian values and leadership skills. All right. I saw the founder of IYF is from South Korea as well.
Yes.
And when was it founded first?
It was founded 2001 in South Korea, but it started to spread to whole over the world. Yes. So nowadays, whole over 94 countries, 84 countries, Europe, Asia, Africa, USA, South America, whole youth, they are come together to we have a youth camp every year. So we also in Kenya in July in Kasarani Stadium we have youth camp. So main youth camp, big youth camp in South Korea. So all over the youth they are come together.
And even youth from Kenya get to travel to South Korea.
Yes.
All right.
So they are come together, and because we are not easy to go to another country, but because of the IYF organization, they can meet together. So they can talk about their culture, their heart, about your lifetime, about your food. I enjoy Kenyan food now.
Which one is your favorite so far?
Now, when I come to here, first time I eat ugali and sukuma wiki, but it's not my type. Ugali don't have taste. Somehow thick at the time. What is this? But for survival, I have to eat continuously. But now I enjoy.
Have you tried chapati?
Oh, chapati. Also mandazi. Also I like pazia. Or yamachoma.
All right.
Mukimo.
So you enjoy Kenyan food. You enjoy your stay in Kenya. When you came to Kenya, you couldn't speak a word of English or Swahili. This is in April 2018.
Yeah, when I came to Kenya, my most difficulty thing is language, because I can't hear English, also I can't speak English, also Swahili. So communication is most difficult to me, because if I can't speak English, I can't do anything. So I start to learn English. Also, I try to communication, and even though I can't speak English, I try to speak anything word. Yes. So I'm now, God give me the grace to speak English.
I like the way you give all the grace to the Almighty Father. And fast forward in November, you can speak English. We can communicate. You have a few words. Also, Ili, you can insert in there. Congratulations to you. Before we talk about how IYF impacted your life as a person, because your testimony is really powerful, I'd like to know, as the administrator of IYF Kenya, what are some of your roles on a day-to-day basis, and is this what you do full-time, working for IYF?
Personally, I met IYF in the year 2009. More than him, I think I was more out of control, actually. Yeah, because that time I was a very strong drug addict. So 2009, I met
strong drug addict. I like the extreme more.
Yeah, actually, I started smoking bang at a very young age.
How old were you when you started smoking?
That time I was in class 4.
You were in class 4?
Maybe 10 years. Because at that time, I grew up from a very abusive background, because my father was an alcoholic. And also I had, if you smoke bang, you don't feel pain. That slogan. So
I've heard the rumor.
Because I went through so much bullying because of my father, because he was an alcoholic. So with this, actually, as I grew up, I became very into drugs. So when I finished
this was an escape for you.
Yeah.
Where is your mom in this picture?
So in this, my mom is a very staunch Christian. So I felt I lived in a very difficult situation, because also I could not have any hope, because my mother also sometimes, because of violence, also she went away. So
you're stuck with your dad.
Yeah, I'm stuck with my dad. My older sister is in school. My younger sister left with my mother. So 2 men, they remained behind. And still, I survived like this until I finished school.
So you start smoking bang at a very tender age.
When I entered high school, I tried everything. I became a club person. Yeah, so I enjoyed.
So you moved from bang to alcohol.
Yes.
This is around in high school.
In high school now, I tried everything.
Bang and alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol.
What other things have you tried?
I took pills. Yeah, we have different pills. For those who maybe have done drugs, different pills. And also, when I was in high school, because I was very small, so I started doing some bodybuilding, and also I started swallowing some pills also for muscles. For
muscle, so you could scare people. All right, where does the change come in when you come in contact with IYF?
So 2009, I was just moving in the street of Nairobi, had nothing to do. I met that time the volunteers who were in Kenya. They were advertising about the Form 4 Leavers program. So through the Form 4 Leavers program, I joined, because I had a very big passion to study computer. So I saw computer as one of the items. So I enrolled. I started attending the classes. So through that, now I met IYF Mind Education Program. So Mind Education Program is focusing about the world of mind. Because in the world of the heart, there is a way the heart flows. But many people, because they don't know about the world of the heart, they think it does not exist. Everyone knows there is the wind, but can you see the wind?
You can just feel it.
You can only see the effects of the wind. Also, you cannot be able to tangibly say this is the wind. But when you see the effect, it pulling trees, you can say there is the power of the wind. So the mind is same. The mind is a very strong tool. But people don't know about the functions of the heart. That is why through these functions, when they are not able to use them, they think they don't exist. So through this, actually, I came to realize I'm the person who was into addiction because I had a very weak mind. Because a weak mind is used to avoiding burdens, avoiding difficulties. So as time goes on, this weakness now becomes a disease of the mind. So when the disease of the mind now affects some people they cannot take it. They enter into the world of drugs. Others, they contemplate suicide. It depends on which angle you receive it. But those people with strong mind, they're able to overcome this situation. They're able to come out of it very clearly.
So it's all in the mind.
It is about the world of mind.
All right. So all these problems that we have of suicide, drug addiction, depression, are all in the mind.
It is the
How do you get to achieve that state of a strong mind?
So in this, that is why now we incorporate many functions. So during IYF founder is now 75 years old. That time, as I introduced about South Korea was very poor that time. The GDP of South Korea that time was just $90. Now in 55 years, the GDP of South Korea grew 300 times. Now it's at $30,000. So in just a period of 54 years, South Korea, how could it be able to grow in such a short period? So there is a concept behind it. This concept is mindset change.
Mindset change.
So in this mindset change, we incorporate different functions. First, we want to teach the youth about the functions that exist in them. If they understand about, let's say an example, you have a car. There is a before, I am not talking about any brand, but before there were some cars. When you enter inside, sometimes you can see the tarmac as you are going. There is no aircon, there is no radio. When you enter into this car, it is very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But
especially with our roads around.
With our roads, you cannot.
With the dust and mud sometimes.
But now enter into a Range Rover sports car. It has so many functions. If you want, if it is too cold, you just need to
turn on the AC.
Air condition. If it is too warm, also you can also regulate through the AC. There are so many other functions that make.
If you have a playlist on your phone, you just
also
connect.
The chair you can adjust and also sit. There are so many functions. That is why it becomes comfortable. But a car that has few functions, it is very uncomfortable. In the same way, we have many functions in our mind, but these functions, people do not know how to use them. If you don't know how to use a function, that function is useless. Even if you're in a car, if it is too hot, you don't know how to adjust that function is useless.
Wow.
So that is why through mind education now, how I was able to change, I was able to learn this component. People, they know about the desire, but desire is limited. It is unlimited. It is continuous. Before, when you were young, you were just looking forward to have a candy, to have a sweet. But now you're not satisfied when you see sweet. Now you are satisfied.
So desires change over time.
But the problem is the ability is limited. That is why your ability is up to a certain level. When this unfulfilled desire, it is this unfulfilled desire is the one that makes now people to live a very uncomfortable life. You have a desire, but it cannot be fulfilled. That is why some people engage in crime to fulfill this desire. Some enter into drugs to fulfill this desire. But the problem is, they have to understand, desire cannot be fulfilled. All your desires cannot be fulfilled. You have to understand, for you to be able to have a happy life, you have to learn how to control your desires.
How to control your desires. But desires are at the same time are directly proportional to ambition, right?
Sure.
Am I right to say we are encouraging people not to be ambitious at the same time?
No, this is not the concept. Desire is very good in life. If you don't have desire, you have no power in life. That is why those people who have desire, they have passion, they have strength. This desire pushes them. If you need to you have a desire to live a good life, live in a good house, you have so much desire also to study hard. But if you take this desire, if you continuously follow the trend of your desire without having that limit for your self-control, take an instance of a car. In a car, there's two things that are very important. One is the speed. But this car, if it has top speed, if it cannot stop when you want, then this car is dangerous. Desire is good, very good. for leaders, for people to succeed, you have to have desire. But first, also you have to learn how to control that desire.
How to control
Yeah,
your
how
desire.
to stop when you want to stop. When you want to accelerate, you can accelerate.
All right.
So you have to have that.
So this takes us back to the functions of the mind.
Yes.
Desire and functions of the mind. This is a taste of what the Form 4 leavers will get at the camp 5th to 9th December, courtesy of IYF, the International Youth Fellowship. Yes, so back to you, June.
Yes.
How has IYF impacted your life? You were sharing a story with me, how this changed you, what you used to be and who you are now.
Also, when I before joined IYF in South Korea, I already said to you about I'm used to drinking. I like pombe. Also, when I
Like what again? You like what again?
pombe.
All right.
Yeah. So I also when I drinking, also I smoking together. So but when I because for my happy life, I can think if I do like this, I enjoy. I can not think about the difficulty. I like dancing. I like smoking. When I did, very happy with my friends. But after that,
In the morning
in
after.
the morning, oh my body, I can't wake up. I have to eat something to solve my stomach ache. Also, in my heart, I nothing is remain. Like 6
Feel
months.
empty.
Yeah, empty, void. So I don't know why my heart is like this. But so also I can't enjoy my life. If I live my life like this, why I am born this life? So that time I want to change my heart. I want to change my heart to happy, but I don't know how to change my heart. Also, I don't know how to change my life. But that time I met one IYF director in South Korea, Lee Hon-mok. So he recommended me, how about go to Good News Corps, GNC Life. If you go there, you will change your heart. So I don't know. I'm not trust much about that. But when I heard about another people who already went to GNC and come back to South Korea, they say about before join the GNC IYF and after went the GNC life is totally different.
Okay.
Also, I can realize before I'm not share my heart. Also, I don't like talking. Also, I'm like just dancing, pombe. When I drink pombe, I can talk my heart truly.
Alright.
But before I don't know how to talk my heart because I used to close my heart, my parents, my family, because ever like my father, mother. Many times they fight. Also, they think about almost a divorce. So I don't like this kind of situation. Very suffer to me. So
Which leads you to taking drugs to escape.
Yes.
You're a trained engineer.
Yeah. I'm an
Electrical engineer. So I bet you did some calculus in school. Calculus. Yes.
About the school exam. Like
Yes, the math of change.
And
this is what we are talking about here. Yes, and I like how IYF has impacted your lives, and yes, the impact it has in your life. This is just but an example, and I feel like the youth in this country need this kind of guidance, because the people they look up to are really wanting sometimes, from the music they listen to the movies they watch. It's unavoidable because everything is online. So in a few words, what are we to expect, or what are they to expect at this camp that you're going to be having on 5th all the way till 9th December?
Yeah, so for the Form 4 leavers, actually, this is just an orientation. Actually, it's not the main program. It's just an orientation. Through this one, is a 4 days camp. This camp is inclusive of meals and accommodation. So when they come to our place, they will be accommodated. They will stay together. As they stay now, we will introduce about what we want to teach them after the camp. So after the camp, we want to start a free training for them, because soft skills are very important. Because soft skills, even though you don't have a certificate, you can use them anywhere.
Anywhere.
So
you just mentioned but a few some of the the soft skills for those who don't understand?
So for soft skills, we have such like foreign languages. We have music,
Communication.
yes. We have dance. We
So,
have
taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo. Are you
South Korea, taekwondo is from South Korea. I can teach taekwondo for our students.
all right? So you're very good at self-defense.
I have the black belt is most good belt. When I in South Korea, all our men, because South Korea is not finished war, they learn how to fight self-defense and also taekwondo. One is taekwondo. So all South Korea parents send to their children to taekwondo academy.
All right, I'm a boxer. I'm going to be testing you in a few. So we'll see
No problem.
how that goes. So yes, back to the soft skills.
Yeah. So this is
Taekwondo is not a soft skill though. It's a
no. Taekwondo is a soft skill. You know what? Taekwondo actually.
it's very aggressive though.
No, Thai. There is three meaning. Thai. There is Thai. There is Kwon, and there is Do.
Do.
So in these three, actually, it's broken up in Thai means is it footwork or handwork? Handwork.
Tae is foot,
Footwork.
and Kwon is fist.
Yeah,
Fist.
Then
And
Do
Do
is
is artist.
the
The art.
mindset.
Art
Yeah.
together, leg and the fist. This is art.
All right.
Yes.
So more than any other discipline, Taekwondo is the most discipline among all the martial arts.
The
If you
most-
learn it, you will be full of discipline. We have
Full
so
of
many
discipline.
Taekwondo
As much as you
students
live
at
with
our
some
center.
self-defense skills,
Yes.
you live with some discipline.
Sure.
All right, I appreciate you guys so much for coming through, and whatever you are doing, we can't end this without you sharing your social media handles. But first, I'd like the viewers to see some pictures of what you've been doing in the past, so maybe we can project them. Happiness in this picture.
Yes.
This is in Kenya.
Yes.
All right. What is this?
This is a Korean traditional
Yeah.
dance.
Like
Because we use culture as an item.
These are real people.
yes,
Sure.
yes.
Looks like a piece of art. Wow.
This is a
That's a cool
performance.
picture.
Yes.
Wow.
So this is for South Korea king. For South Korea king, we called Butechu.
Futechu.
Yes.
There's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
All right. This is a past event as well. This
Yes.
is in Kenya still.
No, this is in Mexico.
This is in Mexico. This is an event in Mexico.
Yes.
So you connect different countries. You
Yes.
have up to 94 countries that you're reaching right now. All right. Are you planning to grow this?
Yes.
Are you guys planning to grow this?
Sure,
or you are
sure,
not the
sure.
right person to
No,
ask?
yes.
I see the president himself.
Yes. With the next stream is the founder of
The
IYF.
founder of IYF.
In
So
July.
the government support is ndani is in.
Full support. Yeah.
All right, with the first lady as well. I like this. I like this. This is a performance.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell me why this is.
This is Kasarani. We have the camp in Kasarani. And so this is also in Kasarani. This is Russian performance. Every year we have an annual IYF youth camp where we gather youths from different countries for 1 week at the Moi Sports Center Kasarani. So through 1 week we share culture, we share mind education, we share all these attributes.
So we have got Kenyan youths
Yes.
to
This is
travel as well.
Yeah.
This is
One of
our
these
team,
things.
the IYF culture performance team. They prepare culture dances from Africa, and also now they project them to the world.
All right.
So next
they've
year we
got
are
to
going
travel
to,
from
yeah.
this.
Next year we are going to South Korea for a dance festival competition also. Yeah, 2013.
Talent has got them stamps in their passport.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, so
That's
this is overseas volunteer program where we send our volunteers also to other countries. This is Haiti. As you know, Haiti faced a lot of
Yes.
problem because of
The earthquake.
yes.
Yeah.
So we send also volunteers there to support, also medical volunteers to help manage the situation also.
Wow, I like this. I
Yes.
like what IYF is doing.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is the specialist training we had at just here, National Theatre.
at Kenya National
Yeah,
Theatre.
this one
When
for-
was this?
This was 2015.
2015.
Yeah. This is
Time
our
flies
youth
so
also.
fast, yeah.
Very fast. This is our youth. He is the founder also during our 2009 IYF Youth Camp at Kasarani.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have got a taste of what IYF is doing across the globe, and they're here with us this December in the country from 5th to 9th. We'll have the Form 4 Leavers Camp. The registration fee is 500 Kenya shillings, and meals, accommodation and training, and a certificate guaranteed once you enter this, and it's going to be off Thika Road behind Safari Park Hotel next to the USIU. So you will have mind lecturers, talent shows, mind recreation, academics, group meetings, culture exhibition, and campfire and certificates handed to those who will sign up for this. So if you're a Form 4 leaver or you're a parent who's watching Y in the Morning right now and you'd like to instill some mind skills in your child or instill some mind skills in yourself, head straight to the social media handles, which are?
Yes, so for our Facebook page is IYF Kenya. Also our Twitter is same, IYF Kenya. Also we have our website, www.iyfkenya.org. Yeah, so through the site also we have an online registration at our page. That is www.iyfkenya.org/register. So in this link, they can be able to register for Form 4 leavers. Then they come to the camp, and also we have a very joyful time.
Powerful. Thank you very much for coming through to Y in the Morning. Your last remarks. Just encourage people who are watching right now to come to the event. What can you tell them?
Form 4 leavers. Like Form 4 leavers is
just look them straight into the eyes right now.
There. As Form 4 leavers who finish the school and they will go to university and they will start work. But before, if they go to university, they start work, they will meet many difficulty. Because in the school, the parents they lead them. Also the school teachers lead them. But when they start work or when they go to university, they have to do all themselves. But if they do themselves, they not easy to overcome the difficulty. But when if they come to the Form 4 leavers camp, they can change their mind. This difficulty is blessed. Also, there are many Form 4 leavers before in IYF staff. They are participate Form 4 leaver, and they used to drinking alcohol or smoking, but they change their heart, they change their mind, and they start to be a leader. If you do want to be a leader, or they want to be a leader, but not easy to want to be a leader, but if they listen about the mind lecture, also if they are fellowship together, share our heart together, and also not only the Kenya people, also we have an international another high school in Kenya in our IYF. Also you can meet Korean, you can meet Chinese, you can meet Mexican, you can meet Indian, you can meet Thailand. Yes. So if you want to learn another country's language or culture, you can come, just come for 5 days or 500 Kenya shilling.
All right.
Yes.
Wonderful. I like that it's multicultural. So thank you very much for coming through to Y in the Morning, and all the best in your camp and all the best in your endeavors in life as well. We also have a book by the founder, Oxo Park. It's called Navigating the Heart. So if you head straight to their Facebook page, that is at IYF Kenya, you'll find more details about the event and more about IYF and more about this particular book, Navigating the Heart. He just gave us a taste of what is in this book. So I hope all is going to be well. So this is Y in the Morning. Hashtag is Y in the Morning. The name of the show is Y in the Morning. If you post anything on social media and you intend it to get to us, just hashtag Y in the Morning. Y254 channel is our handle on Twitter, Y254_channel on Instagram, and Y254 on Facebook. You can hit me up directly at It's Barimo. Elder Watithi is coming up next with another interview for Entrepreneurship Tuesday. Don't touch that down.